it. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. He cultura. He cultura. He cultura. He cultura. Da, 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 da. He cultura. 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 However you say it, that's how you say it now and forever. I don't make the rules. I just make the rules. I am Studio Mogura. Studio MOGURA. Hit me up at the PayPal. Hit me up at the Cash App. All donations go toward the making of my independent film and my independent animated pilot. Please support. Support independent artists right fucking now, bro and brah. Please. Okay? Please. You have to support us, bro. We are dying out here. Okay? Spend a little bit of money on us. I know you like Dune 2. I know you like the Marvel. I know you like the DC. I know you like, the big studio. We get it. But exactly. See, even Katniss agrees. She's going to be a big part of the show today because she's pretty loud today. So please, help. And it's not difficult. You just 1 or 2 donation there, buy a book here, listen to a track there. That's all you got to do. So just support, please. If you want something tangible, buy my book, Full Moon Nights, available on Amazon. Hardcover on Barnes & Noble. Chronicle of the Miami rave scene in the early 2000s. Basically all my adventures as a raver growing up, going to this one party called Full Moon Nights. That was incredible. Took place for like a year and a half here in Miami, maybe like 2 years. Still hasn't been a party like that yet. I haven't been to one yet. Ain't nothing like that. Check out my comic shop, octotaco.com. Also my blog. You'll see my comic collection there. That you can just, check out. And also, if you see something that you might want to buy, just hit me up, toss me a DM. Or if it's up for sale, you can go ahead and you can buy it and send it your way. I'm starting to get back in the game. I can feel it. I know I keep saying it. I'm going to put up the more comics. But you know what? I bought a comic today. So, woo! I know you. If you know it, you know it. If you know, you know. Because then they dropped the news and they dropped some major news. And I was like, woo! I'm jumping on that. So I jumped on it. Check out my TeePublic, where you can buy the official He Cultura t-shirt. Just, buy a t-shirt. You buy a t-shirt, and I get like $4 from every t-shirt, so that's awesome. Exactly. That's what Katniss says. Buy a t-shirt. Because she has a t-shirt up there. That's why she's yelling, because she's telling me to remind you that even she has a t-shirt available. The official Katniss Perverting shirt. Go ahead and grab that. Last but not least, the easiest way to support me is just listen to my music. Stream my Spotify playlist, which is what the last QR code is. It takes you to my Spotify playlist. Go ahead and check that out. And if you want to buy my music directly from Bandcamp. If you buy it from Bandcamp, I get the most money back. It's the best. I have the most control on Bandcamp. If you just want to listen to my music, stream it on Spotify. That's all you got to do. Okay? That's it. We got to do this, man. A lot of people complain, why are you, we don't want to hear this. I don't give a fuck if you don't want to hear this shit, bro. This is how it is. I'm not advertising fucking prescription drugs and shit like that. Not yet. But fuck. At least I'm advertising shit that you can buy that I make. All you got to do is support. It costs you $9.99 for the book, $16.99 for the hardcover. Doesn't cost you anything but download Spotify and listen to that shit on your desktop. T-shirts cost you $16 if you fucking buy it on the right day. Comics, it's a different story. You know how it is. But you can buy my comic International Horror Association on Amazon or Friends at Square Places on Amazon. Friends at Square Places is a little expensive because it's a big-ass comic. It's a bunch of comics. There's 100 comic strips. Friends at Square Places, almost 80 pages of horror comics. And there's a lot of work that we put into this shit, man. So, support. It's not a big deal. Support. No es difícil. Exactly. Canis permite exactly, Canis. Support. Okay, so we begin. I don't know what the fuck to tell you, bro, because estamos de pinga. Okay? That's what you want to hear, and that's what we are. That's it, plain and simple. Right now, we're a mess. We aren't a good team. We're not where we aren't like the bottom barrel, but we definitely are. I think the bottom 5, or I don't know. We're terrible. We haven't beaten anybody. Let's be real. We haven't beaten nobody. Beating the Knicks is like beating nobody. It's the same shit. Okay, so we haven't beat anybody of real good, meaningful consequence at all since All-Star break. We haven't. February 24. Check the tape. Go to all the games. We haven't had like we had that stretch of games that we were beating people. We beat the Jazz. We went going out west, and we were doing really good. And then we lost to the Nuggets, and then we lost to the Mavericks a little bit later. And we haven't been the same since we closed out Milwaukee right before fucking All-Star break. I haven't been the same. Completely different team. Getting rid of Lowry, I think, was a mistake. Terry Rozier just does not. He does not understand playing with this team. He is trying to do it all. He is an incredible ball hog. It's embarrassing to watch him just run around like a chicken with his head cut off. While Jimmy Butler and Bam did not touch the ball at all. Like he touched the ball once, in the I think in the fourth quarter. We didn't fucking make a shot for the last 8 minutes or some shit like that. Like it was just absolutely embarrassing. It was completely and totally fucking embarrassing to watch Butler and Bam let fucking Terry Rozier take this team and basically just drive it into the fucking ground. And then we clap and we cheer for his fucking bullshit fucking, he has an incredible game making threes and shit like that. I mean, the guy shoots threes. So at some point, just like Duncan Robinson, he's going to have a big fucking 9 and all that shit. And of course, it's against like the shittiest teams in the league. Like playing against New York is something else because I don't know what to tell you, man. Like New York is, I don't look at them as a good team, but people do. But watch, okay? See what happens. They lost to us. Why didn't they beat us? For me, 76ers are more put together for playoffs than the Knicks are. And right now, I don't know what it is with this team because we have talent. We have guys that can score. We just miss like beast bullshit bunny shots. Like Bam goes on these streaks where he doesn't make a shot forever. Jimmy Butler has been a ghost since Terry Rozier got back from injury. He's been a ghost. He hasn't been here. He has had one, I think, like really big game, but he's been very disinterested, very like, I don't care. These guys are content with playing in the playing game, and Mike Ryan is right. Don't fucking give him any attention anymore. There's no reason for us to give this team any attention until their backs are completely against the wall and they have a meaningful game, which is basically going to be the playing game. These guys are playing for the playing game. They're not playing for anything else other than the playing game. Like the 76ers are not a hard team to beat. They're not. I mean, Joel Embiid coming back, sure, gives them an edge, but it's the same fucking Joel Embiid and the same 76ers team that we've played a bunch of times and we've beaten a bunch of times. Joel Embiid having, of course he was going to have to hit something, but oh fuck, man, like, I like watching him and Bam. Today's game, it should have been just him and Bam going back and forth. And the last fourth quarter should have been just Bam, 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 more of Bam. But instead, Terry Rozier wants to make it about him. And, that basically fucking destroys everything. Terry Rozier isn't a closer, bro. Terry Rozier should not be touching the fucking ball in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter is Bam and Butler. That's it. And then when they both get fucked, then they toss it out to somebody else. Preferably fucking Duncan Robinson or fucking or Caleb. That's why everyone's saying fucking trade Hero, Hero's this, Hero's that. But this is why Hero is incredibly important to this team. Because the shots that Terry Rozier is taking up, Hero's in there. And he's making them. Okay? Or he's just better in flow with the team that he makes shots for other guys. And Terry Rozier is not looking to make shots for other guys. He's just looking for an open space so he can take the shot and he can be the hero. That's it. I've seen it. I've seen this kind of play enough in my life. I'm not like 20 years old starting to watch fucking basketball. No, I've seen this. Okay, we know how this is. I don't know what's going on with Hero, but the sooner we get him back on the court, the better. That's it. And I'm going to say this. I don't wish injury on anybody. But the fact that Terry Rozier kind of hurt his knee at the end, man, take advantage of that and sit his ass. Sit his ass and use that as an excuse to be like, oh, we can't let you get hurt for playoffs. We need you for the playoffs. Cool, that's fine. Sit his ass and, I don't know, go to find somebody else, man, because this team plays way better with Terry Rozier not in control. Okay, and I'm not gonna fucking give you these crumbs of of the New York Knicks and fucking Washington Wizards and the fucking bottom barrel of the fucking league. These bullshit wins against the worst teams of the fucking league. Fuck you. I'm not gonna take that shit. Take that shit back to the fucking chef and tell him I don't want this fucking bullshit. I ordered a fucking burger, bro, with fucking bacon on that shit, fucking juicy as fuck, with a lot of really premium cheese, and I paid fucking $39.99 for that shit, bro. I want my fucking burger, and you're bringing me this bullshit? No, take it back. Take it fucking back. Fuck this. Fuck this. You know what? I don't trust you anymore because I don't believe that you're gonna fucking even give me still a good burger. I think you're gonna just fuck it up somehow and just fuck you. No, give my money back. I'm out of here. I'll come back when there's new management. And I don't mean new management like new Spo. I'm talking about, or new fucking Pat Riley. No, I'm talking about new management like new season. No, I'll come back and when playoffs start. When we play a fucking meaningful game. Let's just get us through that shit already. Because this is Mike Ryan is right. As he was saying on fucking Lebitard's show, that the up and downness of this team is just so annoying, and it's not even, in my opinion, it's up and down, and it's really annoying. Yes, but it's worse than that. It's look, man, we're not even up and downing against good teams. We're up and downing only against the bad teams. We haven't beat a good team. We didn't beat we didn't beat Denver. We didn't beat the Nuggets. We haven't beat anybody in the Eastern Conference, really. We beat Cleveland, but who the fuck is it's Cleveland? That's the same thing as New York. We're gonna get wrecked. And it's so annoying because they do good against the Knicks, and you're like, okay, well, there's something there. But this team cannot really seem to win we lose too much together. And look at my attitude, how much it's changed compared to the other show where I was look at the bunches of the 7-game series. How we already won our 4-game series, and this was kind of a throwaway game. This was a throwaway game. Really, it was, because we already won 4 out of the last 7. So now after we lost this game, we come in and we start the next 7. The next set of 7 games. And how do we come out of the next set of 7 games? We came out positive in the last one. It's just I kind of wanted to win this because this happened to be against a good team. We need to beat good teams, and we did it. We were just whatever. So the Heat fucking get to slide and get away with it because out of the last 7 games we have a positive record, but we still lost against a team that we wanted really to beat. It was a really good litmus test, and it was a good game to gauge. Oh, this is that. More so than the fucking Knicks, I'll tell you that much. The Knicks, man, they are so fucking people have a very skewed idea of what the playoffs is, and that Knicks game was not the playoffs. That was an average NBA game. To even say that, oh, I got to feel the playoff atmosphere, oh, that's bullshit. That's just New York people. You know why? Because New York people, they want to make everything a big deal. They want to make everything about them. Trust me, I'm a New York person. It's not, no. Once again, they kind of they skate away from real true criticism. You have to hold your tongue a little bit. With you can't just fully be like, ah, but this was an annoying loss. This was an annoying loss because this was too much of this was more reminiscent of the playoff atmosphere because you had the stars, you had the people that you'd really face against playing at their best. Like I don't. To me, the Knicks are still missing, and they're missing one person. They're missing maybe two people. No. I want to be sure of this, and I want to be sure of this team, but how can you be with like losses like this? That it's just like this was such a winnable game, and it doesn't really take. It's not difficult to just go and win. Are they doing this? I don't know. I don't want to make conspiracies, and I don't want to be like, oh well, they're just setting themselves up so they lock up the 7 because they want the 7 because they want to have to do the play on because they want to fucking have to face the fuck. I don't think so, man. This team is already been through the ringer a lot. I think they'd like the time off. They'd like to just go in there calmado. I think they deserve that. They shouldn't have to fucking go in their backs against the wall again. But then what if that's what they need? What if that's what they need? What do you do then if this is the only way that this thing works? What do we do? What do you do if the only way is to like live through pain and suffering? The only way to win and survive and to get the best is to go through suffering. That's just life, man. At this point, that's what we're all doing. We wake up and we hope that we can get through the suffering of the day. And we cover up the suffering of the day with like this podcast and this TV show and this movie and this book and this comic and this cartoon and this food and this, car and this thing and this person and. So like to even be a fan of this team right now is simply to just be life, to be a fan of life. Because life itself is ups and downs like that. It's not like Boston where everything is like always great, where you're always winning. That's not real. That's not real. Could it be that's why they lose all the time? Because they live this fantasy bullshit of like, oh, that we're this is we're the best all the time. And these guys live the real, they live the grind reality of just every day coming to work and having to grind it out and grind it out and grind it out. I can understand wanting to just, turn away and turn your back and just wait till it's the fucking playing game or the playoffs or wherever the fuck they're at and just be okay. Now I'm gonna start. I can understand that because this is super annoying. This is super frustrating. This is super like, oh my god, yeah, you have to calmao, bro. Can we just have some kind of consistency? But I don't even remember the last time there wasn't even consistency even with the big three, man. The only consistent time in the big three was when they were going on that win streak. And even then, it wasn't seriously consistent because everyone was like, oh, they're going to lose this one now. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you with this team. I do agree with Mike Ryan in that we just, let's just ride this shit out. We're just trying to ride this out. That's it. We're just trying to ride it out till we get to the point where this could be the last game that we see of the season. This could be the last Cultura that I give. And just every day we're just living, until, okay, we can like take a breath because okay, we're in the playoffs and now we have 4 games, and then it's just, these people like the edge. These people like the fire. These people want to feel the heat against their faces. They need it. They need the danger. They need the smell of everything crumbling before their eyes. They need that. They need it. They need to taste it. They need to taste the desperation. They need to hear the cries and the moans and the groans, because they understand that those cries they're super sweet and they taste amazing if they're followed by like the loudest cheers you've ever heard. This team likes to hurt. Both to hurt you and to hurt itself. To feel pain. That's how they know that they are alive, is when they feel the pain. How much of that can you endure? Can you feel that pain along with them? Are you strong enough to withstand that alongside them? Or will you wither and be like, I'm just going to come back when it's most convenient for me? Because we know that this team will be somewhere. We're going to be in it at some extent, right? Right? I don't want to be the person that just blinks their eyes and, we've avoided the whole shit, and now we're here. Like I've done that before, and it's not a great thing. It's a horrible thing. It's a horrible thing to see a year, like, to time travel. Time travel does exist. It's not like how you think, where it's like you go through a portal and you end up like 100 years in the future. No, it's not like that. Time travel is like a mindset where you focus on something so much that the world around you passes you by. And like would take like an hour feels like 30 minutes. What takes like, a day feels like a couple hours. When you can turn a whole year to feel like a month. When you're asking yourself, oh wow, it's already the new year? That's like the form of time. That's like time travel. You can't go back. You can only go forward. And it's dangerous because if you get into this mindset and you get into this mode, into this level of focus, you risk the world around you literally crumbling. And the next thing you know, like, you're old and you're fat and you're withered away and a lot of times the thing that you time traveled for, that you just were focusing on, in the end it's not worth it. If it's like, oh no, we're not gonna do it. Thanks. That's what you get. So you lost like a whole year to get no thank you. That's why it's dangerous. So I don't want to do that with this team. I want to see them progress. I want to see them fall. I want to see them go through it. Because I want to know that even though like I literally don't trust them, I don't know what's going to happen next, I'm still with them. I don't want to make this team like how I treat the Jets, man. That's one of the things that I told myself in the very beginning. once I decided to become an official Miami Heat fan, I said, I don't want this to be treated like how I treat the Jets. I refuse. Which is like, you know, I get near psychotic with the Jets. This is crap. No. I'm not gonna do that to myself. That you lose like life force because of that. And I couldn't handle treating two teams like that. I can't handle that. It's just, no, I don't want to deal with that. I feel sorry for the people who are like that. So I enjoy this team whether they win or lose. Fuck it. They got me already 3 championships in my lifetime. It's the best thing I could ask for, you know, because the Jets haven't gotten me shit. Jets haven't gotten me shit, bro. They haven't got me nothing. Nothing. Not a goddamn thing. You think they're going to get something next year? Thank you. That's why I ride with the Heat. I'm going to waste my time with the Jets. Fuck that. You know how you know the Jets are going to be good or bad? Did they win the first game? No? Okay. See you next season. That's it. That's all it is. That's all it is. I don't want to be like that with the Heat. The Heat I appreciate because the Heat, you know, they are a champ. They are a respected organization. So whether they're going up or down, doing this erratic, crazy shit, pissing you the fuck off, I'm going to still watch. Gotta watch. They deserve it. They deserve my watch. They are quality programming. The New York Jets are not quality programming. I'm not going to go too long. Well, I already did. I did it because, remember, I had the 15 minutes and all the shit, so it's probably like 30 minutes or something like that. But I'm not going to go too long because this is a loss, and you know I hate going on with losses. You should know this. If we lose, I probably typically may not do it. But the only reason I did is because I didn't do it for the Heat Cultura so many times the week prior, and it's the end of the season, so I want to get a couple more in. Because just looking at this team and how they are, man, I really don't know if they're gonna get past the playing game. So I have to try and get in a couple more Heat Culturas and just, you know, put myself out there a little bit more just so that I have some tape. Because I think these motherfuckers are going home early. I want to say that, hell, if they meet Milwaukee, they might have a shot. But are they gonna get there? Because I just don't understand why this team doesn't operate or function seemingly normally. But then I ask, what is normal in the NBA? Well, Boston is normal. That's normal. That's functioning normal in the NBA. Boston. Okay. I don't even know when the next game is. What is it? Who cares? Does it matter? Do we even want to know? I'd like to know. Tomorrow's a back-to-back against. Look at that, the Rockets. You can get. If you lose against the Rockets, what the fuck, man? What do we do? It's only 6 games left. Okay, so because there's only 6 games left. We'll take this last game and we'll put it into the 7-game series because we already won the series before. So we'll do this 7 games. So right now we're starting 0-1. We're starting 0-1 in these last 7 games. 0-1. Okay. I don't know if I'll be on tomorrow. And then I would have rather. I'm glad I did tonight because I'd rather do the 76er game than do the Rockets game. But depending on which I don't think so, man, because I don't think I'm gonna get out of work before 8 o'clock. I'm probably gonna get out of work well after 8 o'clock. And then usually when I get home like by 9:30, I'm just like too tired to do this, which is a miracle. Because like right now through this whole thing, I've had moments where I'm just like, oh my god, am I like about to pass out or something? Because I'm so brain dead. So there you go. But we'll see you either. We'll probably see you Sunday. Sunday's a better day because Sunday's at 5 p.m. So that'll end early, and that'll be a much better game than the fucking Rockets. That'll be a more meaningful game. So we'll see what the fuck ends up happening then. So we'll do that. We'll see you again on Sunday after the Pacers game, unless something changes, unless something happens, and we just gotta ride it out to the end. Dear God, hold on to this spot and hope other people falter, and we can just keep this spot or keep a spot. We just want to get a spot so we have a shot to either do the play-in or get into the thing. I would rather get the number 6 so that we don't have to worry about that. But right now, I'm just gonna put my mind and all my eggs into the basket that is that we are gonna be a playing team. So that when it happens, it doesn't surprise me. You know, I'm not like, oh, you know, whatever. You're expecting this, okay? I suggest you do the same. And then we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not there yet. I haven't gotten there yet. Sorry. So okay. So we'll do that. We'll see you on Sunday. Probably like 7 or 8 p.m. or something like that. Probably like 7 p.m. Okay. Cultura. I've just gotta get it going. Cultura. However you say it, that's how you say it. Now and forever, I don't make the rules. I just make the rules. I am Studio Mogura. Studio Mogura. Hit me up at the PayPal. Hit me up at the Cash App. Please, all donations go toward the making of my independent film and my independent animated pilot. If you donate, put your name in the memo and what you want to donate for, either the pilot or the feature, and your name will appear on the IMDb listing as and the end credits as a producer. Please do so. Check out my book, Full Moon Nights, available on Amazon. Also available on Barnes & Noble for the hardcover. Chronicle of the Miami rave scene in the early 2000s and my adventures as a raver going to a party called Full Moon Nights. Check out my comic shop, autotaco.com, which also is my blog. You can check out all my comics that I have available for sale and that I have for viewing. And eventually I'm going to put up some more comics at some point. I don't know when. Check out my TeePublic shop, which has the official Cultura t-shirt. And all my other shirts, including the Katniss Pervertine shirt. Please buy one for her, because every time you buy a Katniss Pervertine shirt, that money goes directly to Katniss Pervertine, and I get to buy her things. Okay, so if you want to buy things for Katniss Pervertine, there you go. And then also, last but not least, check out my Spotify playlist with my entire discography dating back to 1999 up until last year with my latest release, The Reflection Blinds You from Seeing the Truth. All right, man. So we'll see you, or man and woman. We'll see you on Sunday after the Pacers game. Don't freak out. Just freak out.